In a quiet, unassuming town where the struggles of everyday life were overshadowed by the ever pressing pursuit of profit, a heart wrenching report reached the local animal welfare agency. An illegal shelter hidden away from the prying eyes of the world had been discovered. Its owner, a person whose heart had seemingly turned to stone, cared only about profits that the poor souls inside could bring. As the agents arrived at the scene, their hearts sank. The dogs in the shelter had been almost entirely neglected. They were emaciated, weak, and sick, their eyes filled with the despair of the forgotten souls. Their suffering was a testament to the cruelty of the world. One by one, the rescue dogs were rushed to the vet clinic for immediate attention. But amidst all the suffering and misery, there was one dog who stood out. A 1-year-old pup, Alba, who weighed only a mere 5 kilograms, had an inexplicable spark in his eyes. He was the most trusting of them all, and as the vet approached, he happily and proactively greeted her. Tests revealed the grim truth. Alba was not just malnourished, he had also been tested positive for malaria. Despite the odds stacked against him, on the first day at the clinic, Alba's appetite was surprisingly good. His tail wagged with hope, and for a moment it seemed like nothing serious would stand in the way of his recovery. His friends at the shelter, those who had eagerly waited for his return, shared his hope. But hope is often a fickle friend. By the third day, Alba's condition had taken a turn for the worse. His appetite had dwindled, and he was overcome by extreme fatigue. He could barely bring himself to eat the little wet food offered to him. His heartbreaking cries were a symphony of pain and longing, as though he was fighting with every ounce of his strength. By the 15th day, it was evident that Alba's situation was grave. He needed special care, and a large amount of serum was administered to keep him alive. The doctor's prognosis was grim, and he gently informed Alba's caretakers that the young dog had only about 2 days left. Alba's breathing was faint, and his eyes were a window into his suffering. Tears streamed down the faces of those who had come to love him, helpless to do anything but pray for a miracle. Yet, a miracle was exactly what Alba seemed determined to become. Days turned into weeks, and against all expectations, he clung to life. He started eating from on the 4 large syringes of daily food, his determination shining through the darkness. It was a sight to be behold, and all who witnessed it were astounded by his resilience. As time passed, Alba's story continued to defy the odds. 35 days after his rescue, he was here, still fighting. He had become an emblem of hope, a testament to the strength of the canine spirit. He continued to eat, and with each passing day, his recovery grew more evident. Alba was more than just a survivor, he was a warrior. His eyes, which had once been filled with pain and longing, now radiated a yearning for life. It was a sight that touched the hearts of everyone who had known him, a reminder that hope can spring from the darkest of places. Months passed, and Alba's transformation was nothing short of miraculous. He not only defeated malaria, but also gained strength and vitality. He could stand on his own, and his once frail body had now grown strong. Alba reveled in the simple joys of life, like basking in the morning sun, a symbol of his newfound happiness and energy. The story of Alba's fight for life served as a stark reminder that even in the face of cruelty and suffering, the resilience of the spirit can triumph. Alba's journey from the brink of death to the life filled with joy and vitality was a testament to the power of love, compassion, and unwavering determination. In a world where profit often overshadows compassion, Alba's story served as a beacon of hope, a reminder that every life is worth fighting for, no matter how dire the circumstances may seem.